Hey guys, Drifter here. Today I've got a video for you about which character in Black Ops 4 is gay. And yes, I realize that is a ridiculously clickbait looking thumbnail and title, but it's actually not clickbait. It's a real thing, and there is a character, a specialist, as a matter of fact, in Black Ops 4 that is a canonically gay character that most of you probably don't know about. The idea came from yesterday's big reveal that Soldier 76 from Overwatch is gay. I don't know how many of you play Overwatch. You know, this is mainly a Call of Duty channel. I saw this while I was eating dinner. There's a little story about Ana talking to Soldier about his former boyfriend and how they wanted to get married, and she holds up a picture of the couple, but he chose his service and his career over his husband-to-be, so to speak. And this was surprising in Overwatch because Soldier 76 is one of the older, more conservative, traditional, manly, stern, straight-laced, for lack of a better word, kind of character. Community reaction from Overwatch hasn't been as negative as expected, but of course there's some people that aren't particularly happy because this follows in a recent media trend of mainstream gay characters, and you can call this anything you want, from a sign of the changing values of America to a globalist media conspiracy, but these sort of gay characters in mainstream media are on the rise. Constantine from the CW was confirmed to be bi in a recent episode, which was surprising to me, and big spoilers inbound, Shiro from Voltron had a man wedding at the very end of the series. But where does that leave Call of Duty, the most mainstream video game of all mainstream video games, one of the most manly traditional games on the planet? Where does Call of Duty fit into this media trend of gay characters? Well, Call of Duty's actually been ahead of the curve on the issue, and as the clickbait title suggests, there is a specialist that's gay, and that's what we're about to get right into. The obvious choice for most players is going to be Battery. That's the one that I see most people gravitate towards, because Battery is, for lack of a better word, butch. She's dykey. She acts with a lot of machismo. She's manly. She's aggressive. She smokes cigars. She likes to fight. She has manly body language in the way she carries her shoulders, or when she sits, you know, she spreads her legs and things like that. She has her hair cut short. She often dresses manly, albeit that's military in general. However, this is sort of a red herring. Battery, as a character, not the gay one. She's just a tomboy, and at that, a soldier, and as a soldier, you probably don't want long hair, and you probably do want to dress manly, and it's kind of like a man's game to be in the army, so she's playing that part, and she dresses that part too. One of the more interesting ones is Spectre from Black Ops 3. While maybe not gay, this is probably the first non-binary gender, agender, multigender character in Call of Duty, or in any video games, for matter of fact. I struggled with that right there because I was thinking for the right words. This guy is the plus, an LGBTQ+. Spectre has very little biographical data listed, since the character is an assassin that is, very secretive. Interestingly, there is no sex, no gender. The person dresses androgynously. They have a modulated voice so that it's difficult to tell what they really sound like, and on top of that, the voice has a sort of flat effect, and it's not very deep or manly or high-pitched and girly, It's very right in the middle. It's not a gendered voice. It's a voice almost designed to give away no information whatsoever. And Spectre seems to have no life outside of killing people, no sexual preferences or nothing. As a matter of fact, there's a rumor that Spectre is a non-sexed clone that was created for the purpose of assassinating people inside the context of this game world. Maybe you could count this as agender or gender neutral, but it's most likely a normal person in some capacity that only lives to kill. They don't really exist outside of their assassinations. Unlike on the thumbnail note, Ruin's not gay. That's just something I threw on there for clickbait. But let's move on to the main dish of today's video. The gay character in Black Ops 4 is Prophet. No, really, Prophet is your gay specialist hero. No, seriously, this is canonically, legitimately in the story, which is what we're about to dive into right now. Before Black Ops 4 came out, Treyarch released a set of single-issue comics, one for each specialist, to kind of give each one a backstory. And today we're going to be taking a look at Prophet and Reapers, the one where they meet and fight each other. This one opens up with Prophet holding his mother as she dies. She has a degenerative disease, and this is important because it shows how he treats people that he cares for. Not long after that, you're introduced to Prophet trying to find help for a mission, so he goes to hit up his old best friend, as we shall say, and they are no longer friends with each other, and they don't get along very well because of Prophet's obsession with technology. He has to basically just drag this guy tooth and nail, complain, offer him a lot of money, beg him to help. The guy doesn't really want to help. He complains about Prophet's eyes, about his mechanical augmentations, about it being vain, and a great number of other sort of things. And the subtext there is they're no longer friends because Prophet keeps doing things to his body to augment his body. There's a lot of stuff that happens that isn't too important to our subject today, but eventually they meet up with Reaper and really piss off Reaper. There's a brief battle, and Reaper mortally wounds Prophet's friend Sam, his friend that he no longer gets along with. And as Sam is dying, you're going to get to see some really tender moments between two war buddies, especially for guys. They're moments more like a couple would have together, more like a man and woman in a romantic movie. You know, there's close hugs, there's face touching, they're talking about setting things right in their relationship, about, you know, making it right and moving on, and I'm glad you came back, and sort of really dramatic, mushy stuff like this, which is not what you would normally see in, we'll say, war, soldier, fantasy type media. Then on the final page of the comic, Prophet holds Sam in his arms, cradling him in an embrace, and hugs him as he bleeds out and dies, much like he did his mother, holding her hands very sweet, very tender, very sort of close to each other. And he talks about his eyes being advanced synthetics to the point where they're self-lubricating and he can't even cry. He can't shed a tear for his friend, and obviously at this point you guys have probably guessed that his friend was his former boyfriend. This is not just my speculation. This isn't just me just, you know, clickbaiting and making stuff up. This is canonical. I checked on this. I did my homework. That was Prophet's boyfriend you just saw. So if you've been playing with Prophet since Black Ops 3, you've been playing with a gay character. And Treyarch was surprisingly ahead of the curve on this, but nobody noticed, they didn't get credit for it. I don't think this affects the game very much, but I know, sure to God, down there in the comments, somebody's gonna say, anyone who plays Prophet is gay, not because Prophet sucks dicks, but because all of his abilities are really gay. Well, yeah, Prophet has really annoying abilities, we all know that. So I know there's gonna be like 8,000 memes about that. There's already 8,000 memes about that. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you learned something you didn't know about Call of Duty. The point of this video wasn't to value signal or do like a big social commentary on gays in media, because I'm way out of my depth on that. The whole point of this was to point your eyes at something that you probably didn't know about. And if you did enjoy that and this type of content, don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe. Drifter out.